A lifetime ago, I found myself surrounded by strangers in a small settlement by the sea. Each day that passes, it becomes more difficult for me to picture how exactly the town looked. It's frustrating knowing that things happened, but not being able to recall any details. The court cases, the war, even Sylvanar remain simultaneously fresh and distant in my mind. I've tried my best to put it all behind me, but with every step I take away from the past, I run into something that shoves me back. Breaking old habits is difficult, especially when it seems everything that matters to me ends up being taken away. Sure, my pickaxe I could recover with some time and hard work, but there was something more happening behind the scenes. It didn't just get blown up, it had been stolen. Once I discovered something was wrong, I attempted to extract the information from Claire and Jenna that I could, through any means necessary. Of course they weren't content with just taking my pickaxe. Damage to my house was repairable, but Jenna took it a step further. I had no choice but to play Jenna's game, ultimately ending up deep in her minds. She told me that the voice which had compelled her to do such terrible things to our previous home was back. She gave me my pickaxe and we parted ways, still unsettled by that night's events. The next day I returned to find my house in flames. The wolves that I had secured within after the conflict with Jenna were missing, and most likely perished among the flames, unable to get out. While the others present denied knowing anything about what happened, I had my suspicions. Strange books detailing life in another land called Hultiver, as well as a compass that led us to a hole in the side of a mountain range near my house. A long hallway and spiral staircase led us down to the portal. The rectangle of cracked obsidian surrounded by netherrack and plant life native to the nether loomed over us as we explored the two adjacent rooms, which were filled with empty frames. Feeling uneasy, I ushered the group out quite quickly. Not long after, I turned to check on my animal friends outside. I noticed the latest addition to my family, a white fox named Marzipan, was missing. I had assumed she had just jumped the cobble fence and was wandering about, but I was wrong. I came home to a massive picture of Marzipan pinned up on a board near my door. I called in the cavalry to start the search, and as we looked at every underground location, the suspected culprit logged on, at first feigning innocence. We confronted them, the evidence of their guilt clear in the photo. They gave us hints one by one until agreeing to take us where Marzipan was being kept. They faked us out once, but then led us to the birch forest, stating that she was in the area. We spread out, searching for any hidden base. I delved into a cave with a strange wall. I dug in and found a water elevator leading down to an old strip mine. A door at the end of the main hall led to a decorated ravine. I gave the coordinates and waited for everyone to arrive. Further snooping revealed the room where the photo was taken, but no Marzipan. When everyone was gathered, Clay explained that Marzipan had had an accident and died. While making amends with Clay after the Marzipan incident, we learned a bit about Luna's past and visited the gravesite of her mother. I had decided to investigate more into Luna's past by looking around her house for any clue about it, but while upstairs, I heard her and Slice shouting. Slice ran off, Luna followed Slice, and I followed Luna. We ended up in a jungle, and after a creeper blew my cover, Luna and I walked together to find this massive treehouse. That's where we met Bee, Slice's childhood friend, and an elf. Together they told us about not only their history, but also the world's history as a whole. After that, we showed Bee around our area and asked if they knew anything of this place called Hultiver. They didn't, but knew a place we could look to learn more. As Bee prepared, I held a feast to try and mend the growing rift between Slice and the rest of us, but I had discovered a change near the portal room. We investigated, but nothing much came of it. Bee called us all together to the mountainside. They explained they were taking us to the Coven, the place where the Elven Council lived and worked. It turned out the entrance was hidden near Luna's mother's grave. We entered and immediately started to investigate. We found numerous journals detailing new information about the Coven's actions and relations with other worlds. The biggest revelations came from books in the library. All of us were confused by all this new information, and as we discussed what it could all mean, Slice started to get agitated. They ran out suddenly, rambling and shouting about something. We chased after, ending up in the portal room. Slice detonated something as we begged him to stop, then crumbled, explaining their months of failed experimenting. Bee and Slice argued, ending in a tense agreement. B relinquished her former love Rowan to the portal, and then we parted ways. B and Luna went to check on Slice, and I went to check on Jenna. Even though everything has been quiet since then, I haven't been able to relax. Every time I've let my guard down, something bad has happened. All I can do is prepare. I've done everything I can. At this point, I'm ready for anything. Even... Wait. What?
What happened?
Well, I doubt anyone else is coming, so follow me. You might want to leave your horses here. There's not really a place to tie them up elsewhere.
Okay. Okay. Luna, come on. Let's just put them in the stables up here. Surprisingly enough, Luna didn't need much convincing to make her way over here.
Are you sure you're gonna be okay, Luna? Slice, I'd like if you would stay behind me.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's kind of fair.
Yeah, no, I just, after our last encounter here, you know, I've been keeping an eye on things as far as what's been happening down here. And remember the last time that I called you all here, things had changed, right?
Yeah, just a little bit of explosions, a little bit of chaos, almost some death, you know,
Well,
the usual.
Things have changed again.
No, you
Oh
gotta be
no.
kidding me. Shut the
Whoa.
fuck up.
No.
It's lit.
All of
No.
the item frames are filled.
Oh.
Enchanted totem?
Ha! Suck it!
But it's called Rowan.
No,
That's-
knew you deserved it, you motherfucker.
Yeah,
Yeah,
B put that there.
Oh.
Yeah, this was their ex-lover.
It
That
was
was
after
put into the
B
totem.
put that totem up that everything else, I'm guessing, showed up.
With the cat toy.
Cowhide.
We got book. Smiley face. That's creepy.
There's another book, but it's not named.
But oddly enough, the portal's lit. I haven't touched it, though. I
Well,
don't feel like we should.
are you sure?
Then what
What
should
are
we
we
do?
I still get a terrible feeling. What was that, Luna?
What are we supposed to do? Are we supposed to go through it?
I don't know.
Is there any way we can do like experiments, maybe with animals, see what happens?
I mean,
Well, we can't really see what happens, but
I mean,
Right.
I did.
see if anything
Try-
goes wrong, kind of. I
I
don't
did
know.
try experiments earlier, but as we saw, that didn't happen.
That
But
didn't really work out, did it?
It's interesting.
I haven't tried to go through. I still
don't know
can't
if
be
we
in here for
should.
very long without my head hurting.
I don't know.
Do you want to try Slice?
One way to find out.
Oh.
And
Uh-oh.
well, fuck. Oh, yeah, should we do?
Did
It
it just
shattered.
break
Yeah.
like glass?
I mean, I have.
So is it gone?
I mean, we could try fire. Because, like, seeing as how, like, fire is everywhere, I don't know, could work.
You can give it a go.
Hey, holy shit, I was bluffing, I did not think that would work, and that still failed. Never mind.
It's not stable enough.
That was the total bluff, I did not think fire
Maybe
would actually
because
work.
it's too big? I don't know.
We
Oh,
can't
trust
break
me.
it. We've tried.
Trust me, this is nothing. This is not big compared to the other one.
Clay hasn't
Okay.
seen the other one.
Ooh. Yeah, there's another portal.
Where?
It's pretty far.
Yeah, it's past where B is.
Oh,
But
gotcha.
And as
yeah,
you know,
it
when
it
done-
lit itself after all these things were put in, but
no,
Do you think we would need to like hold the things to be able to go in?
I'm at least gonna relight it. I'm at least gonna relight the portal.
I feel like we're
Okay.
still missing something. But
Just leave it.
I honestly don't know what. I was really hoping that we'd be able to go through and figure out what's happening, but I guess that was just wishful thinking. We shouldn't stay here to think about it. We need to leave.
No.
For once, I'm gonna agree with leaving this place.
I agree. I'm getting a headache.
I've exhausted all my resources in being able to use this. I've exhausted my own physical limitations trying to figure out how to make this thing work.
I think Bun's been working really hard to try and figure out how she was able to get us here in the first place, but I don't know how the things have been going. I haven't really talked to her about it in a while.
Like hell, I'm basically a magical scientist in it, and I wasn't able to make it work.
Well, I mean, I guess we could always try just taking a look and seeing if anything at the other portal has changed. Or maybe seeing, I mean, Slice, you've been doing experiments. Have you done any on the portal at the mountain?
I've been too afraid to. I don't want to see what on the other side of that one specifically. Because for all I know,
I mean, on the
there
other
can-
side of
there
that
can
one
be an
is our
ambush.
home.
What, the other side of the one that you all fell through?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I haven't touched that. I don't know where the hell that one even... I don't even know what the hell conjured that portal.
Bunno did.
Bunno conjured that portal.
Yes, I watched her with my own 2 eyes. We dug down in the church, also in the mountains back at home, back in Ryford. I guess it wasn't really home for me then, but we dug down, and Bunno had seen something when she was asleep, a dream or something, and before she knew it, she was able to create that portal. We didn't know if it was going to work, but we just kind of had to hope, considering we were asking everyone to jump into something. It was kind of terrifying. Clay probably remembers. Luna probably remembers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't thought about that forever.
You had us throw all of our stuff into lava. Some of us just jumped into lava to make it a little bit easier.
Did I?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
You
and
said,
then
okay, we have to leave everything behind.
I guess I don't remember that part.
and just kind of like blindly put our trust into whatever it is will be for the better.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't even remember what the portal on the other side looks like. Everything
I don't
is
really remember
just
that either. It's
confusing.
just kind of blurry.
All I know is that this is nothing like I've ever seen before, so I haven't even bothered to touch it.
I mean, it's probably for the best, but at the same time, if you ever want to figure out what's going on,
Trust me, it'll probably just
I
result
feel
in more
like
explosions.
we need to know.
Who the fuck
What?
are you?